So let me introduce you to Waterloo Solitaire. It's a Worthington publishing game, Worthington Games. And it's a fairly simple solitaire war game. You're going to get different Waterloo scenarios here. I just love the map. It's quite nice. And like I said, it's fairly easy to play. I'm going to do a playthrough and you'll see how it plays. I'm a big fan of Mike Lambo's solitaire games. If you haven't seen these, go check them out. They're pretty simple. They're different than Waterloo. But Waterloo, you just need one. I'm going to have to look at the camera here to make sure that you can see. Hold on a second. Yeah, you'll need to see this down here. Okay. I'm going to play this first game here, and as you can see, I have this plastic sheet. This is actually a sheet from a laminating machine. As you can see, it's a little blurry, right? Because the bottom part of this plastic sheet is a little bit rubbery. I kind of just happened to run into this because I was looking for a plastic sheet for this. And so I could use a dry erase marker, right? Because you could use a pencil, right? You could use a pencil and mark it and then erase it, because you're going to have various scenarios. I think 3 from the French side. You're going to have 3 levels of difficulty, right? You're going to have maps here that are a little easier, medium, and difficult. And then of course later in the book, and some of these will be slightly different, right? And then later in the book you have it from the Allied side, same sort of thing, right? You'll have easier levels, medium and hard. And again, these things here will change because this is the AI bot, right? You'll see when I start playing how this works. Now I have the tripod here in front of me. So the tripod is actually right in front. Can you see this? Yes, the tripod is like right in front here. So I might have to sneak my head around to see what I'm doing. But again, it's a simple solitaire game. All you need is one 6-sided die. The sequence of play here is that it's right here actually. You can look at it. The French player selects one action. So these are our actions down here. We're going to select one. As you can see, there is these boxes down here. That means we have a limited amount of activations, right, for each of these units. So we select one of these first, and then we roll the die to determine the allied action. So this is 1 through 6, the initial allied action here. But a couple of these results will lead you to the tactical events line, which is not good for us, right? A couple of these cancel French actions, for different reasons. And then after that, you play and apply the allied action, and then you apply your action, right? And then you mark your turn here because you have 18 turns. So, gee, Alex, how do you win on the French side? How do you beat the game? How do you win the game? Well, you win the game by beating the Allies by turn 18. How do you beat the Allies? You got to destroy completely 2 of these 3 here. The left wing, and I don't mean like one particular unit here. I mean the whole thing. The whole left wing, right wing, or the reserve. Any 2 of these that you completely destroyed before round 18, you win. Now, gee, Alex, how do you lose? Well, I just said you lose by not being able to do that by round 18. You also lose by having the ally destroy your 2 corps and your 1 corps. You lose. Or if you have 7 or more Prussians that appear here to help the Allies, right? If you have 7 or more of them appear here, you lose, okay? This, even on the, and this, again, this book is nice. It lays pretty flat. Even though this is literally the first game in the book, yeah, it's not that easy. I'll tell you a couple of other things, but here are the, you got the rules. They're pretty concise. They're pretty easy to understand. They even have here, which I think is pretty cool, a detailed example of play, right? Which you're going to get now because I'm going to play the game. So there you go again. How do you win, right? You gotta destroy two of these, right wing, left wing, or the reserve. Okay, and then of course when all units, including for the French Corps or the French Corps, are marked out of the game. Oh, okay. So I lose. Correction. I lose as the French if Corps 1 or Corps 2 are marked out of the game at the end of a turn. Wow, I thought it was French Corps 1 and French Corps 2. But it says here French Corps 1 or French Corps 2. Correction, friends. And like I said, I lose if 7 or more Prussian units are on the board. This is, even this first game, not easy to do, right? Or if at turn 18 I haven't achieved victory. So boy, I mean, French 1 Corps or French 2 Corps. Any turn when all units. Wow, okay. I don't know why I thought it was 1 and 2. To be completely fair, I have not played a full game. I kind of went through a couple of turns just to get familiar with it. I have not played this yet. I've been playing these Mike Lambo games. But I have not played this yet, so I wanted to play it for the first time on camera. I just, for whatever reason, I thought maybe it's, when you're the Allied. Let's see here, I'll play this again. If you're the Ally, right, so later in the map, when you decide to play the Allied side, there it is. The Allied player wins if his right wing, if the right wing and left wing still have units remaining by the end of turn 18. So that's how we win as the Allied, just by staying alive with the right wing and the left wing by turn 18. And we lose the game if all units for the Allied right wing or Allied left wing are gone. This is where the confusion came in, right? Because it says the Allied player can win the game at the end of any turn if he eliminates all units in the French Corps 1 and French Corps 2. So that's how I got confused, because we're going to be playing the French side. But yes, we lose if we lose French Corps 1 or French Corps 2. If either one of those are marked out of the game, we lose. So again, a lot of yapping, a lot of talking, for me to tell you that even this very first game here is not easy. Okay? So, what are we going to do? Because we have to eliminate two of these. We have Hougoumont. Hougoumont gets in the way. It usually adds, because look, we're looking to roll low numbers. Okay? So any dice, DRM, right? Plus, whatever, usually +1. Actually, if I decide to attack Hougoumont with the 2 Corps here, it's a +2, which is terrible, right? On the attack results table there. So, but it's nice to get rid of that, because as long as the Allies have Hougoumont and La Haye Saint, they have some support here. In fact, some units can't even get to the reserve unless, either La Haye or Hougoumont are eliminated. And I like to, I would like to go aggressive, like in the beginning of the game. I don't want to take a bat to the knee first thing, you know, and then start wobbling. I like to go hard right in the beginning. Now this Napoleon action over here means that once we have filled, like let's say we have filled the cavalry charge activation boxes, we can use one Napoleon box from here to essentially add another box here and be able to have another go with this, right? Anyway, like I said, I played a few turns, but right now I want to play a whole game. So let me think for just a second what I want to do. We have combined arms tactics, okay, which means that we attack something and then we get support. And you'll see how that works, because you know what? That's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to do a combined arm tactics. I'm going to use my 2-core. Let me put my glasses on here. Make sure I understand everything. We're going to attack the Allied right wing. See, the thing is, if Hougoumont is Allied control, which it is right now, it's +1 on the die. But because I'm doing a combined arms stack, it's -1, so we're even. Because I'm going to use the cavalry here for support. All right? So, because you need 2 units that can attack the one location, right? So the 2-core can attack the right wing, and the cavalry, of course, is right there. They can send the cavalry in and do a cavalry charge. But they're going to be offering support. You always have to pick a main one. So I'm going to write 1 here, which means it's turn 1. And for the cavalry charge, and we only have 3, I write an S because it means it's support, because I'm doing that. Now, what the support does is it gives me a -1 DRM on the die roll, right? So we now have to see, now that we've made our decision here, we have to see what the enemy's going to do. And I'm so excited here. I have thrown the dice off the rolling area. Wellington decides, because we rolled a 1, to use the tactical events map, which is terrible for us. So rolled a 2, which means confusing orders. Any French action is canceled this turn. Conflicting orders disrupted French attacks. So friends, we've just wasted a cavalry charge. We've wasted a 2-core attack. Nothing has happened. And because we've made moves with both of these, right? Oh, actually, I have, well, it was canceled, so I can't even show you how it works. But the way it would work, like if it wasn't canceled, I would roll the French, the 2-core here to attack. I would roll that. We would look at the attack results table. And of course, the cavalry is just offering support, so it wouldn't have its own attack. The combined arms tactics just gives us a -1 on the die roll, right? Which is helpful because Hougoumont here causes me to have a +1 when I attack the right wing. So we become even. It's a fair attack, but the cavalry is offering support. It doesn't actually attack, but it's marked off. The little box is marked off. Did this move? Usually this because it's got the rubbery underside, it usually doesn't move at all. I don't know why it moved. All right, so that's what happened on the first turn, and that's not fun. So what are we going to do for attack number 2? I guess we'll go with the left wing. I don't want to do another cavalry charge. We have our reserves here, which we can add these blank reserve spots. So as we lose units here, we can add these reserves to there and there. But the reserves can also attack the Prussians. And our Imperial Guard can also attack the Prussians. So we need to pay attention to Prussians. Right now, there are no Prussians, but in the game, they'll pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and use 1-core to just attack the left wing. I'm just going to do that. So turn 1 is over. I put a number 2 here. That means we're in turn 2. And I'm going to go ahead and attack. I could attack Lehigh Saint for a +1, but I'm just going to go ahead and attack the left wing for and I have a +1. I mean, whatever I roll, I have to go +1 on there. So hopefully it'll be like a 1 or a 2, hopefully. All right, now that I've made my French decision here, we see what the AI is going to do. And again, they rolled a 1, and Wellington is suggesting we go here to the tactical events. And now it's a 3, which is a stout defense. Let's see what this says. Remove 1 infantry unit from either the French 1 Corps or 2 Corps, your choice. Mark it off the map with an X. That means the Allies use ridges and fortified locations, Hougoumont, etc., to their advantage, causing the French high infantry losses. Excuse me. So there you go. Without even having to roll, I've already lost a unit. I'm going to lose a French Corps 1 unit. But now we do our attack, right? We got to roll the attack on the... listen, I'm very surprised this is moving because of that rubbery underside. It should not be moving at all. We're going to attack now the left wing with a +1. So let's see what we got. A 6. This is going to be a very short video, friends, because a 6 or more is 2 French hits. So because it was the French Corps 1 attack, I've lost 2 more units there. I mean, can this go more disastrous? I mean, are you serious? What's going on here? Wow. Now I'm angry. Now I'm angry. So I'm going to use a combined arms tactic again. I'm actually angry at the left wing. So I'm going to attack. I can't because I used the 1 Corps. I'm going to attack the right wing with the 2 Corps again. So that was turn 2, by the way. So now I write 3 here because that's turn 3, just so I know. And I'm going to use the artillery because I'm going to bombard the right wing. The artillery is going to offer support. So I'll put support here. But I attack... Well, wait a minute. What if I use the artillery? Because the artillery, if you roll a 1 to 3, I don't use that attack results table. It uses their own. Wait a minute. Can I use... That's a good question. Can I use the artillery and then have the Corps 1 back it up? No. Probably not. Can I check this? Can you give me a minute? Let me check this real quick because... Ally, let's see, game start and setup. Combined arms tactics, here it is. Combined arms tactics, let me put my spectacles on. Both actions cannot have been used in the previous turn. I already know that. The primary action can only be infantry action. Okay, the primary action... Yeah, I should have known that, right? Well, you know, it can't be artillery, right? So the primary action, it could be a supporting action. So I'm going to use the French 1 to attack the right wing. I'm sorry, the French 2. Sorry, right here, the 2 Corps to attack the right wing with artillery support. And I've already marked that off. Let's see what the Allies are going to do. And they rolled a 5. That means Allied artillery fire. Roll 1 die and apply the results. So they're shooting back at me. Now, because I used the 2 Corps, the damage goes to the 2 Corps, right? So had I used the 2 Corps and the Imperial Guard, for instance, as support, the damage would go to the 2 Corps. The Imperial Guard's just offering support, right? So I got to roll on a 1 to 2. It's 1 hit to the 1 Corps, and a 3 to 4, it's a hit to the 2 Corps, and a 5 to 6, there's no effect. So let's see what happens. I got a 4, so it's a hit to the 2 Corps. I lost a unit there already to Allied artillery fire. Wow, this is getting ugly quick. So now my attack, again, I get +1 DRM because of Hougoumont, but because I have this support here, it's an even roll. So let's please roll like a 1. I rolled a 2. one hit Allied, so they lose 1 unit. Not enough. Should have lost more. So that was turn 3. What are we going to do? Because things are not looking good here. That was turn 3. Again, I'm surprised this is moving. Shouldn't move at all. It's much easier to just mark the book right with a pencil. But anyway. Golly, what am I going to do? Wait, I used cavalry the first time. This time I used the artillery. I'm going to use a cavalry charge on round 4 here. So I'm going to put a 4 here to attack the right wing. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay? Now there's no dice modifier, right? Because the cavalry just doesn't care about Hougoumont. It just goes around the back and attacks. Okay, so let's see what happens with the allies here. Oh my gosh, I'm getting too excited here. It has to roll inside. It has to roll inside to count. And it's a 1. I got to use the tact. What is going on with these rolls? Seriously. And a 2. Okay, I got canceled orders again. Any French action is canceled this turn. My, come on. That was turn 4. Are you kidding me? Whew. I'm going to fire artillery on the right wing. So this will be turn 5. Okay? Artillery, we're going to bombard the right wing, all right? And there's there's only a -1 DRM if the target's in square. That means they get into a specific formation. They'll tell you there if that's the case. Let's see what the Allies are going to do. They're doing this, which is attack the 1 corps if the Allied left wing has more units than the 1 corps. Wow, this is bad for me. Attack 1 corps. This is our I corps, right? 1 corps. If the Allied left wing has more units than the 1 corps, the left wing does. We only have 3 units. They have 5. Oh my! So we're being attacked here. Here we go. We're being attacked by the Allies. They rolled a 2. That's 1 hit Allied, so actually they lost a unit attacking us. Attack the 1 corps if the Allied left wing has more units, yeah. Now if they didn't have more, they would defend the left wing and form a square. So then that would be like a +2 if you're attacked by a cavalry. So what did I say we were going to do here? We're going to bombard them. So I got to roll on this graph here. You see, 1 to 3 is a hit, 4 to 6 is no effect. So let's go. And a 6, no effect. Man, are you kidding me? Wow. It's disastrous. I'm not really doing any damage there. I only got 1 cavalry charge activation left. Golly. I'm going to have my 1 corps attack the left wing, so this is going to be round 6. Left corps is going to attack the 1 corps is going to attack the left wing. Okay, let's see what the Allies do. 6. Prussians arrive. Add 2 Prussians, so we got to add 2 Prussians here by marking them on the map. And if the total Prussian units on the map equal or exceed the available French 1 corps units, attack the French 1 corps units at +2 DRM. They do not exceed or equal, right? but almost, because we only have 3 units. I'm going to have to add some reserves there at some point, or we're going to run into trouble here. What did I say I was going to do? I was going to attack the left wing with the 1 corps, but I have a +1 because La Haye Saint is Allied control, right? So let's hope for the best here. Oh no, with a +1, that's a 6, so 2 French hits. We actually lost 2 units. I'm almost losing the game. Okay, so this turn I have to add up, see it says here, add up to 2 units from the reserve to either Corps 1 or 2. That's what I'm going to do for turn 7. Okay, I'm going to add 2 units here. So let's see what the ally is going to do. A 3, attack the 1 corps if it has, attack the 1 corps if the allied left wing has more units than the 1 corps, and it does. So we're being attacked. A 3 means 1 hit French and 1 hit Allied. So the French lost 1 and the Allied lost 1, and I lost. Because I lost a whole wing there. Just confirming again, the French player can lose the game at the end of any turn when all units, including any reinforcements moved from the 4 corps, right, our reserve corps, for the French 1 corps or French 2 corps are marked out of the game. You get a feel for how the game is played. There was a lot of yapping, a lot of talking throughout this. A dismal performance. I was hoping to do better than that. But here's the cool thing about the dry erase thing, right? Look at that. We're ready to go again. How quickly can I forget this loss, right? It would take longer to erase with a pencil, wouldn't it? Look, I have completely forgotten that I just lost, and I can start fresh, play another game, and I don't even remember, did I lose last one or did I win? Waterloo, that was a dismal playthrough, but you get the idea, right? Solitaire game, pretty cool. You can play the French or the Allied, varying difficulties, but a very easy game to learn to play, a very quick game to play, a fun game to play. Go get one.